1. Hi everyone, I'm McDices, and this is Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation has been a hit game that I think has been considered one of the better horror games in the past 10 years. It really is one of the best releases, and as a speedrun, it really has never made a GDQ appearance, or any major marathon appearances. I would like to change that by showing you guys 80% CC only. First things first, we have to start from a new game, and we pick our difficulty, which is Novice. Now, CC only is going to be a category that allows us to do a lot of clipping, which is pretty cool. We're going to beat the game in roughly about 40 minutes or so. That accounts for RNG in the run. Ideally, you want under, but we'll see. Anyway, the run officially begins on the second enter. So once this thing loads right here, we'll time it. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. It'll auto-split for me, don't worry about that. But now we are in. First off, I want to quickly mention before anyone asks, I don't know what's on my face. Now, the actual thing I want to mention before anyone asks, Alien Isolation is ran in either Italian or French. Most runners will actually use Italian, however, I like using French, because I like listening to the French voices. I really like Ripley in the French voice. And you are playing a Ripley, not the Ripley, but a Ripley. If you guys don't know Alien, that's quite shocking in all honesty. This is one of the biggest franchises of all time. Like, really, I don't know a bigger horror franchise than the Alien series. I have so much Alien merch, it's insane. I love this series. It's so good. And I think everyone loves this series to a degree. If you ask anyone what's Alien, like, they know, man. Everyone knows Alien. It's arguably one of the best ones, too. Anyway, though, the reason why I'm just talking about the facts of the series is because the early game of Alien Isolation is mostly going to be walking. There's little things we'll be able to do for optimizations, but most of it's pretty chill in the intro. A lot of the run will come in after the first 4 minutes. We'll be doing a few things here, though, in order to speed myself up. When we're walking, I'm going to be doing a few things here. We'll be seeing, I want to say his name is Samuels in this room, and we're going to perform human interactions. This is exactly how I play with people, how exactly I talk to people. Goodbye. You just enter the room and immediately leave. So doing that starts his dialogue, and he'll continue talking. While he's doing that, I'm going to start the next wave of dialogue. The next wave of dialogue, I'll be doing the same exact thing. Ripley here is the master of conversation. She absolutely knows how to talk to people. I do this all the time. I just walk into the lunchroom and immediately leave. How's it going, Steve? Hope you're having a good day. That was a lie, I forgot password. That was a blatant lie. Also, really Dark Star. That's good to know. And it's entirely negligible. Languages in this game are more preference at this point, but I think the general thing is either French or Italian. I just like French. Anyway, at this point, we go back inside, and now he'll continue talking. Once Ripley talks, I can leave. So there, I finished the conversation with Samuels, and then I'll finish the conversation with the other chick. The reason why we have to do this is because we need both of them to go into that back room over there to get the briefing. The mission briefing is what's going to allow me to get to the rest of the game. So we talk with her. Conversation will finish. As well, I'm going to be looking through here. It does not look like we got anything of value, but that's okay. I'm going to be looking for a lot of items in this game, because there is a bit of inherent RNG, but I do need to be careful. As well, we're waiting for Samuels. I need him to go through the door. There we go. Not bad. If I don't hold open the doors for him, he will actually just straight up not go through them. I want to make sure that I'm holding those open instead of him opening them himself. It's slightly slower that way. Anyway, now you wait for her to finish speaking. You kind of just mess around the room, look around. The mission ends here. Mission 1 ends, and you can pick up this file. Again, the first few minutes of this run is really chill. Japanese, I think it does happen in this game, but Japanese spoken isn't faster than French. And the reason this works, a lot of people tend to think Japanese is faster in video games. It's faster if there's text, although Chinese is actually the quickest. I think Mandarin specifically. But good question prowess. Like I said that in a brief moment. But going more into it, there we go. French spoken is going to be much quicker than any other language, for the most part, barring maybe Italian. Now, going into the actual run, we're on Mission 2. Mission 2 is going to be your kind of standard introduction to the game, but maybe not so standard with the way we're about to play this. Prowess asked a good question in chat. What does CC stand for? CC stands for something called crouch clipping. In this game, which kind of thanks to the way the graphics kind of work and the way the PC port kind of works, you're able to go through certain walls and doors if you have the ability to crouch very quickly. You can effectively crouch through them, as we'll see upcoming throughout the run. There's a few categories in this game: all chapters, and 8%, and 80% crouch only and FPS. Now that we've taken off the suit, we can start running. This is more the actual movement. The game gets really good movement once you actually have the ability to start moving. We don't need to worry about too much quite yet. There are some sketchy sections, but we'll get to those as they come. But I do want to explain crouch clipping once we officially get to it. I'm going to be able to scroll up and down on my mouse wheel because I have mapped the crouch button to the mouse wheel, up and down. So by doing up and down motions, I'll fastly be able to crouch, which will come in handy later, as we'll see. For right now, it's mostly just activating the story triggers, going the way you have to go to solve the game. We always have to do this in order to get underground, and that will get us to the next spot. As well, I want you to pay close attention here. I'm going to be grabbing a special item. This item is going to be the flare. We need a couple of flares for this run. The flares aren't as important as bullets in this run, but they're nice to have. Anyway, we grab the flare. I now have one. I need two ideally. We can get more later, but for right now, the one will make do. That is the free flare that is always there. There we go. And now it begins a bit more RNG. A few of the item pickups I can do are going to be random. It's going to be anything in the game. It's just anything at all I eat for later. That's not going to really help, but I'll grab it anyway. Let's grab it. I'm grabbing everything. Okay, so this part of the game, normally you have to go into that room and turn on the power. However, I'm going to do something a little bit different. There's a wall here. I'm going to crouch it. So you'll see this weird hand motion. That means I'm crouching. By crouching enough into a wall, eventually I should be able to clip into it. You'll hear little Ripley making weird, like, crouching sounds a lot. That's normal. The entire run's about finding a good rhythm. The time, for my estimate, is accounting for this. Not every run will have the fastest ones. Ideally, you do want to get this quickly. As a safer route, you could always turn on the power, but you do lose time thanks to another reason. Let's keep moving. The general idea, though, is you want to be crouching into the wall and find a very nice routine. There are two methods of doing so. You can either go for pure speed, which is kind of like that, or you can kind of just find the rhythm. The general idea, though, is you want to be right about here. Every wall has its sweet spot, and you want to be in that sweet spot. All the moving left and right, though, is not helping me. Let's see. I'm doing okay. You gotta feel the wall. That's really how this game goes. There we go. And now we're inside the wall. There's electricity there. You can either dodge by going left, or you can run through it. It doesn't really matter. But you'll see how the walls in this game interact. Some walls are harder, some walls are easier. A lot of the time in this game is due to the walls. Right now, these are some of the easier walls in this game. So you just kind of go like that. You're instantly in. And then you go like this twice. Now we're in twice. The last wall is actually going to be a bit tougher, because this one is not a wall, it's a fence. Now, fences make the game much tougher. Like I mentioned, every wall has a... oh my god, that was quick. Every wall has a technique as well. I want to make sure that when I fall, I'm going to be crouching like so, and now I'm in the cutscene, and that was perfect. That was ideal, and now I've glitched into the end of Mission 2. The alien is going to come to kill me. I don't want that. I mean, as much as I like this bad boy here, I don't want them killing me right now in the game. So what we have to do is call for the tram, and I need to avoid dying. The alien will never come out unless you make too much noise. And Huntress, I don't know what you're talking about. Is my headphones? Is that what I have on my face? Right now we're making pretty good time. That was a good section. The music does get suspenseful, but that's okay. The alien will only come out if you make too much noise. Ways you can make noise is actually by trying to clip through this little grate. You can do it, but it's risky for a minimal amount of time save. I never go for it unless you have to. As well, you can kind of play around while you're here. You see all the tools this game has. It's coming in. The music will get suspenseful. Don't worry, the alien's not coming for me. Can I drink water? Yeah. Good question, Kangaroo. Here we go. You just always want to make sure you look around just in case. I never died to this, but, I mean, I've died once trying to do the clip. From then on, you could run, and now we're inside. So we've just beaten Mission 2, which is very good. It's a great game, Casually, T-Rex. This game is amazing. Now, I bet you're wondering what else we have to do here. Why am I not, like, hey, wait, you're wondering, if I can clip through walls, why don't I just clip through the end of the game? Doesn't that make sense? Yes and no. So while it would make sense to clip to the end of the game, you don't quite want to do that just yet. There are certain things at the end of the game that I won't be able to deal with unless I have the tools, right? And we need to get those tools. Right now, what I can actually do is run entirely to my heart's content. There's a lot you can do with this area. There's actually weapons you can grab if you keep moving, but they take too long to get here, and it'll be too much of a deviation. For some of the RNG in this game, what I would do is I would have backup saves that have the appropriate ammo. We need a certain amount of ammo in this run. Also, I don't have anything for that. I just like checking just in case what I can open. The one guy we do get a search for is him. I'm either looking for flare or ammo. He has a med kit, which I guess is okay enough. Also, we have tools we never actually picked up, which I always think is amazing. And we never actually grabbed this tool, which is always funny to me. But you can do certain things, you're there. Poofy, they're called headphones. Have you never seen them? The reason why I'm not allowed to look like that is because no one's going to come kill me at the moment, and we have to wait for the tram anyway to come out, so I have time to search for resources. You don't have to do that, but it definitely helps. Looks like I just got a med kit off that, which is okay. Did I grab the... Yeah, I did. Okay, so the next one's going to be a little bit more important here. The next area, what I want to do is warp through the chapters. Right now, I'm still on Chapter 2. I think it might be Chapter 3, actually. I just finished it, but I'm really early on into the game. I'm not nearly at the point I'm supposed to be at yet. In order to beat the game, you need to go to Mission 19. Mission 19 is the very last mission in the game, and it's a very short sequence. It's effectively an epilogue. Mission 18 is the actual last level of this game. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to start running up here, and we're going to search for a few things. Looting is very important if you want to keep the run safe. You don't always find what you need. Sometimes you have to try your best, though. We'll know what I have if I got it later on, just because we'll find out when we get the weapon I need, which is going to be very soon. Hopefully, currently I roll the Rattlegore, but I want to transfer that at some point. I cannot roll into Fairbanks. Anyway, what I start to do is I will turn on the VSync. VSync toggling is allowed in this run. And that will allow me to just straight up go forward. In a moment here, let's see. There we go. So I can go all the way forward, and then if I go fast enough, I can go through this little fence. And like so, that was a good one. However, though, you do need to turn back off VSync. If you don't do this, some of the clips in the game get harder. There we go. So VSync toggling is actually important. We do get chased later on, prowess. Here we go. We have a great... This one's really easy. You just exist through it. And then we're good. And we're almost done with all of this. Now, this entire section, the clips we just did, has just gotten me, I want to say, to about Mission 11. So once I click on the loading zone, I'll be on Mission 11 effectively. And inside... This is pretty good so far. I'll have a couple more things I need to clip through, but we'll be hitting the big clips in a moment. By the way, Jackson, how you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. I heard they're doing transfers for Vanilla WoW, so I'm trying to see maybe I can level up a character and then transfer it afterward. Hopefully. This wall is one of the tougher ones. It's awkward. It's consistent. I never get this one amazingly quick, but I always get it within a reasonable amount of time. I never feel like I get stuck on this one. Which is a weird way of wording it. It never feels overtly long. It just feels like it's kind of there. Anyway, we'll be now dealing with a few enemies. So what I'm going to do is a version of running that allows me to be much safer. That was really good, by the way. The medkit I have for a reason. They're shooting me. I do not want to die right now. I did not get any ammo. That's okay. I am getting shot at, though. I don't want to take too much damage because I'll lower my speed. As well, let's take the medkit. And, just junk it in. Alright, back to full health. Getting shot too much can be devastating, so you do want to be careful. Yeah, I rolled on Rattlegore for a little bit, just because I was like, I got home and told me I was in a queue of like 20,000, so I was like, I want to play a little bit. And I realized I can always reroll later on characters. Anyway, now you have the shotgun. The shotgun's a very important weapon. Normally, you cannot get this until you have gone into Mission 11. It's a mid-game weapon, but it's going to help us out later on. However, I need at least one more bullet to make this work well. How's it going, Statistic? Hope you're having a good day. Now, if you're wondering, by clipping through that wall, I'm now back to where we were in level 2, in Mission 2 earlier, when I clipped through those first walls. As you can see, there's the enemy defense up there, so what I'll be doing now is probably my favorite glitches in the game. There's 2 big walls I have to go through. However, I don't know if anyone else does this. I know I've been doing it. If you toggle VSync, this wall gets really easy to clip through for some reason, and then this one's the tough one. This is called the big glitch. The reason why is because this wall requires me to go through 2 different walls. Let's turn back into it. Sometimes you can clip with VSync, sometimes you can't. Toggling it is the greatest thing you can do. It kind of just gives you that big refresh and makes Ripley all transparent, which is great. Hey, kittens, how's it going? You don't want to alarm me? Oh, is something on my face? I don't think anything's ever been on my face. We do need to make it through here. A lot of the time save of this run is dedicated to this one wall. This is known as the big glitch. The reason why is because getting inside the wall is not the hard part, funny enough. The hard part is what comes afterward. Let's go. Almost inside. You can only feel when you're doing well. And every wall has the same positions. One more. Let's talk VSync again. There we go. And there we go. We're inside. Now you have 2 options. You can either just go with the VSync, or you can try toggling it while you're in the wall. The whole idea here is with this beam, you want to aim for the right side, and then once you aim on the right side, you have to go through that door. That door is not super easy to get into, so you do have to be careful. Speed is one of the things you do have to use with this. There's like 2 methods of crouch clipping, like I mentioned. Making through this is the most important thing of the run by far. Oh, do not do that one. Wrong option. I almost screwed up the game. That would have been bad. Back to the other one. Hey, Random Shadow, how's it going? Oh, it clipped me out. That's fine. A lot of my time is dedicated to this one clip and for the end game. The end game does have a section that can get a bit rough. Let's go back. Vec. Yeah, it's good. There we go. We're inside the wall. Realistically, the best method is the one that works, which is really weird to say. That's a really weird way of putting the strategy. Oh, just do it until it works. But that's kind of the way the game goes. Oh, almost had it. There we go, we got it. And now we're in. With that, I actually saved time as well on my PB. So that glitch is called the big glitch. The reason why is because you're going through 2 doors. Rick, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have nothing on my face. But now, we're at Mission 18. The end of the game. As well, I'm going to have the flare. We're going to have to do a few things here. The run's about to get really risky. As well, I'm going to be looking around. This is the end game. It gets really deadly. As well, I have none of the actual tools of the game, so I have to glitch this menu. So, by hitting this at the right angle, I can access the terminal without actually having the tool I need. Normally, this tool is you play the game. However, as you notice, I never actually grabbed anything. So we're fine. As well, I'm doing an upright run because I'll mute my footsteps. The alien will be coming out soon. I do not want to alert the alien. It would be an instant kill. Luckily, the checkpoints are kind to me, but I do need to be careful with that. As well, in order to avoid the alien, what's going to happen is I'm going to light this flare, and I'm going to throw it in the corner. That'll distract the alien for later, which is why we need the flare. And now I'll be doing the upright run. As well, you don't want to do entirely the upright run. I stop here. I don't want this guy to not look. I don't want to not look at him. If you look away at him for a second, he'll end up grabbing your feet, which could potentially get you killed. We need to use this terminal, because that will allow me to open the door. Now that we're past him, we're going to be running upright. I'll be doing this the entire time consistently. If I stop at any moment, the alien will hear me and kill me. You'll know based on the footsteps. You'll hear him. You have to be very careful running up this. It is not easy. You want to make sure your steps are muted the entire time. For the last one, you want to make sure you take a bit of an angle. Because if you don't take that angle, what will happen instead is that the alien will kill you from above. You want to make sure that whenever you're running through these rooms, the alien is not going to be reaching for you from the ceilings. Ceilings are deadly. There we go. More crouch running. As well, for safety, I saved the game. There's going to be a strategy here. I personally don't like YOLOing it, but we can if we really want to. Behind this door is an alien spawn. I wait here because the alien won't see me. It'll immediately leave and climb back into the vent. You can hear it. There we go. We're good now. The alien is gone. And now we can run the way we do. The strategy can work, but the problem is I'm not always the best at going downstairs with this running style. As well, now let's pray to God. I need to keep running just like so. I don't want to drop it at all. Give me... Aww! I dropped it. I saved the game for a reason. I am missing hearing in half my ears, so do forgive me on that. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. You can also sneak past, which is fine. Okay, let's do this again. It's all good, Lucky Duck Arena. Again, my estimate accounts for this. It's not super easy to avoid the alien. It is rather tough. It's usually easier the second time. I'm not sure why. There we go. I don't know why. It's usually easier the second time for me. I can never understand. It's just really strange. Also, Avium, how's it going? Hope you're having a good one. I can never get it the first try consistently. It's like second time always works. That's why I make the safety save. It's there for a reason. We're all good. It wasn't much time lost. By the way, Empress, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, you volunteered, T-Rex. There you go. Now comes the worst part of the run, and where most of my time estimates actually accounted for. I bet you're wondering, hey, the run's not that bad so far. Why do you have a 40-minute estimate? You're currently 2 minutes ahead. Does anyone in chat know what this thing on my face is called? Non-memeing, actually. Glad to hear, Avium. Hope that was a good vacation. Good answer, Empress Mob. So in this game, there are face huggers, and they are absolutely rude. A friend, correct. Head grabber, there we go. The thing is, it's RNG depending on how this goes. I have 4 bullets. There are 6 face huggers I have to kill. You can kill them all in 4 bullets. However, getting any extra bullet is better and more consistent. It is incredibly difficult to only do with 4 bullets, and we'll see. I got pistol ammo, by the way, if anyone's wondering. That was not the ammo I needed. I have a few rounds to get things I need. I need a flare, which is right here, and I need ammo. Also, let's try this out. I'm dead. I'll just reload the level. If you miss the shot here, you have to reset it. I need to hit a double shot. So we'll be noticing a few resets like that. This is all accounting for it. This is not the hard shot, by the way. This is the easier one. But you do need to make sure you hit a double shot. Ooh. I'm dead. That's fine. Bad positioning. The first one was good positioning, but I did miss the shot. That's alright. We have a few attempts to do this. Again, we have about 40 minutes on my estimate, I would say. Maybe in 35, we chopped it down low enough. But you do need to be careful with everything. As well, there is a facehugger spawning behind me, which is why you cannot take that much time. Facehuggers are indeed an instant kill. Luckily, we got the flare, though, so that's nice. There we go. The double shot's not hard to get if they position correctly. The first shot's not the problem. It's actually the second shot that is, believe it or not. As well, this guy comes up, and you just pop him. There's one more guy I need to pop. By the way, I'm doing really good on flares. I actually need more bullets. Can I find bullets, please? You get to hear the scream. And then you pause a little bit, right here, shoot. If you take damage, that's actually ideal. Facehuggers bleed acid when they die. As well, I want to get the flare, because this flare is going to allow me to do a very fun glitch. I like this one, but it's also really risky, and my heart always pounds when I do it. But it's really cool, and I've never, like, I don't want to say never ever messed it up, but it's probably my favorite glitches in this game. The reason why is you chuck the flare, and then the alien pops out. Because I chuck the flare, they're going to be distracted, so what I do instead is I YOLO run the entire time, and they won't notice me. For some reason, the flare has distracted them, and you can just straight run past them. You would think in that section, hey, wouldn't the alien notice you? Why aren't you afraid of the alien? For some reason, they won't touch you if you throw the flare and then do the crouch run. It's a lot safer than it looks, and I really can't explain why that is. For this section, this is the big RNG, so let's pray. Bless RNGs in chat. We need to search the room for ammo. I got plenty of pistol ammo, but I didn't get ammo I need. I need shotgun ammo. I have 2 more rooms to check. Correct, Twin. And that's what the glitch does. It mutes my footsteps. As well, before I leave, I'm going to search this. And then the train comes. Little panic event. Flare. Oh god, I have nothing. That's rough. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna have to go with bad luck here, hopefully. We have one more chance. If I get it, this is really safe. If I don't get it, a bit riskier, and this is what my time's accounting for. As well, you can make this cycle if you don't get burned by the fire there, because you don't get stopped. I got burned by the fire. It's a very minor amount of time save, so it's not all that amazing. But what happens now is, I promise you, we're not going to get jump scared by an alien. I bet you $10 you're not getting jump scared by an alien. It's a train. Those are on Earth, so they're not aliens. See? Okay, we have one more room, and I need shotgun ammo. I have 1 bullet. The game is beatable with 1 bullet, and this is effectively the final boss of the run. Here on out, there is 1 minor glitch, but there's nothing else that's incredibly major. So, let's see how it goes. I did not get it. Okay, we're gonna have to YOLO it. Luckily, there's a checkpoint right here, but this gets hard. That's only cool. That's bad. So, the problem is, we have to hit another double shot. Unlike the first one, though, this one is much tougher and not nearly as kind. You can spend a lot of time doing the shot, which is unfortunate. As a backup, though, I would actually just straight up... Oh, I got it! Wow. Alright, never mind. I would make a save that allows me to just skip this section entirely. Although, I do want to say as well, this just PB'd. This absolutely PB's. I haven't PB'd this in a while, so I'm kind of shocked. But that's good. As well, going up here actually triggers the event much quicker. I don't know why. You think going down the ladder, the way you have to go, is going to be faster. However, going up the ladder causes the event to happen faster, which is what you need. Because this is a panic event, like an actual cutscene. This guy's first aid meds, but we literally don't need any more health. For now, we're going to be calling for Verlaine. Noise no longer matters. There's no more aliens or enemies. It's just fire. And Ripley is going to be a lot smarter this time. What happens this time is that I will go to this one, the one we actually came in. So now comes the greatest part. You guys ready for space? This isn't French, Empress Moth. This isn't French. Correct, space. So now, the game is beautiful, by the way. If you've never played this game, it's absolutely stunning. We are effectively in the end game. There's still an not an RNG puzzle, but there's still a glitch I gotta do. It's not the alien shooting hard with the facehuggers. However, though, it does still have a bit of skill that you wouldn't think about. And it makes sense on the way this works, but it depends. Also, ADM, they're virtually tied with French being, I think, maybe about 1 second faster, but it's pretty much preference on language, believe it or not. Anyway, I just want to get, like, look at these stars. Look how beautiful this game is. Just take a moment to enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed the run so far. Like, I would use this section for donation reading, in all honesty. That'd be funny, Quinn. There's not a lot to do until we get to the top of the staircase coming up. I think it's actually a pretty good time for a lot of things. I love this game. I think it's one of the best horror games ever made, and that is saying something. A lot of people always ask me, hey, what horror game should I play? What horror game do I do? I always answer, how do you feel about jump scares? How do you feel about stuff like that? Alien Isolation is the game I always recommend because it is so good. This game really is one of the best games I've ever played. For a good reason, too. It holds up, even today. And I've never felt cheapened by this game. So if you're looking for a good horror game to play, this is definitely the game. The game has a few different categories. There's actually a faster any percent category where you don't even need weapons. It's called any percent CC plus FPS, and it has you doing crazy glitches. Also, I can do this a bit early. I don't have to worry about knockback. And now I have the giant staircase. And notice at the top of these stairs, I'll give you a hint, it may or may not be aliens. But CC only, I think, is a really cool category, and this game, honestly, I don't think it's ever seen a GDQ. It's a bit long for the major categories. I would love for it to make it in, but I do think any percent CC only is the perfect showcasing of Alien Isolation. I think it has a lot that can offer, and really, it's a lot safer of a run than it used to be. The tactics are pretty there. You have backup saves if you really need them, and the entire game is pretty solid at this point. As well, what we're going to be doing is we have to activate this thing right here. This is the eject, so we need to go like this, and then go down. We're going to grab the little key here, and then we're going to use it. We have to do this twice. We got one, and then these things will eject. We have to do both of them, and then we'll use this right here. However, the next part is probably my favorite part. Here we go. Because this is going to be the coolest glitch in the game. You have to do at least 2 of these. But there's going to be these little tubes that come out of this box, and the tubes can be glitched. Normally you have to pull 4. However, I want to pull 2. The way this works is by looking at things, you actually activate it if you push the button enough time. So you'll see I hit activate on the right side, on the go left, and this should work. How's it going, Zach? Hope you're having a good day. So we go like that, and I hit both of them. You'll notice when I pull this up, both of them will go up, and that's hilarious to me. It saves animations of doing this, which makes it much quicker. Let's see if I can go for both. Getting both here would be really nice. Let's see, though. Got both. We're good. We're good. We're good. That was almost risky, by the way. I almost missed the second one. Then once you have all 4 of them, the cutscene is done. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The cutscene only finishes when all 4 of them are up. It doesn't care how many you actually pulled. It only cares if they're up or not. Anywhere from then on, bop, or chained on, enjoy the cutscene. Oh no, aliens, whatever will we do? There be aliens. Just like me. Thank you for the follow, it's much appreciated. Bye, aliens. And then Ripley's gonna faceplant. There we go. So there's going to be a glitch I can do right now, and the glitch is really cool. I hit start and forward. I just keep kind of pushing that. I got it. This is good. So by pushing start and forward, you can get sprint speed going down this hallway. If you don't do this, you don't get sprint speed, which is a lot slower. So this is really nice, in fact. What we're going to do now, though, is go here, and we are now in the end game. Oh my god, it's an alien. How shocking. It's an alien. The run's out of time, by the way. This is pretty much just a quick time event scene. You can't fail it. The game will pause for you as you do the events. You need to be looking in the directions, panicking. It's extremely spooky. There we go. And then time hits once the screen fades to black, or we hit the button for GDQ. And time. And that's a PB. I hope y'all enjoyed Alien Isolation. That was pretty good. Hey, Lamau. And that is GDQ commentary for Alien Isolation. Gert, thank you for the 5 gift subs. It is much appreciated. No! To Mr. Hananoka, 6 Point, Moonarch, the lovely agent, and Zero. Thank you for enjoying the commentary. And if you're watching this as a marathon, just representative, I hope you enjoyed it. This is Alien Isolation, 80% CC only with Ecdysis, and I hope you consider it for your marathon. Thank you for watching this far if you have, and I hope you have a great day.